Right, I've just gone up to my model railway room in the loft. I'm just doing a test recording with my new camcorder. See how it picks out things in the different lighting conditions. Don't have any natural daylight up here at all, it's purely fluorescent tubes. Let's just try zooming in on a loco and see how the zoom, how close can the zoom get. Which one should we choose? That one. Oh, zoom right into an individual loco, yeah. That's good. And that one. Get right into the detail on the boiler, can you? Yeah. It's just nice to have more zoom range than you absolutely need. Very useful. Yeah, some of my buses here too. Yeah. Yeah, this white display board, if you like to call it a board, I used to have in my old house, and I used to just keep all my locomotives on there, and I could select which one I wanted to run on the layout. Well, I don't have so many locomotives these days, but I thought, well, it'd be nice to erect it there on top of my boxes of cassettes, which I sometimes play up here. Okay, well, let's have a look at the model railway itself. Alright, here's a corner where I remade the back scene recently. I'm currently waiting for the company who is going to produce the panoramic back scene for me on vinyl to go around the 20 feet of the opposite end of this layout. They've started the work, but it's been a while, something like a month now, and I still haven't actually got anything in my hands, but hopefully they're working away and producing it. Anyway, let's have a little look around scenically the area that doesn't have a back scene other than that little corner. The great beams in the sky or across the roof supports here. The birds are not actually in my loft, it's a recording I made in my garden some time ago. It was an interesting background when I've got trains running or when I've not got trains running, just to give it a natural background sound. This is a scene at the level crossing. Can we see the scooters patiently waiting the other side of the barrier? We're zooming in. Okay. Just try the zoom again, see how the ice cream seller's getting on here to the bus and passengers waiting in the queue. As you can zoom right in. Pretty good. Oh, I can see. That's the trouble when you start videoing. You see something that's fallen over and you hadn't realised it. Here's a passenger trying to load up his car and he's got knocked over by some reason. That's as the train went by. We'll have to glue him down later. I often wonder at the design of some of these German buildings. Like a sphere there is a water tower. They've got a big spike on the top. Reminds me a bit of some of the early Prussian soldiers' helmets. Right, as we look at the far end of the engine shed here at Valendorf, I can hear the diesel rail car coming up from the left. Let's pause and watch them go by. And how is the zoom for looking at the activity on the platform? Oh, that's not bad. Certainly looking nice and clear in the viewfinder and the display. There in the siding across in the distance is the mineral wagon that got abandoned when they were lifting the track. Someone forgot to move it before they removed the points, so that's going to stay there forever now. Perhaps it's got a little stock of coal in it for the signal box. Which is just at the end of the siding. Actually, they have to deliver water there in water churns because there's no direct water supply to that signal cabin. That's what those churns are. Stood down on the left hand side. There's a train there waiting at the signal. You can see some of my back scene here, which is soon to be replaced by hopefully a better system in vinyl where you don't see the joins as you do here. I think as soon as that firm delivers the rolls of vinyl to me, which come in 3 8-foot lengths I believe, I should be quite busy replacing this paper one. Something more permanent. If anyone lives locally, they can probably recognise the view of Hobart Bay there with the caravan park. That's only about a 50-minute walk from our house. Got that represented here as the back scene. And the field there between the caravans and the railway is the subject of a big house building plan about to start. They're going to fill that green field with 70 or 80 houses, I believe. There's a card kit that I made not all that long ago. Can we zoom out on that? Oh yes, there we go. It can be awkward here sometimes because of these roof beams. I can only pan so far before I hit one. Well, the camera does. Right now I think I'm ramming against one. Those two locomotives sticking out of the engine sheds here at Hobart. Those are those amazing non-running locomotives that cost a fiver each. The one closest to us is a French one, and the one in the distance there is an amazing 212O, original German design, but not very common. The back scene there is another local location. It's the caravan park in the winter at Blue Anchor. Well, Mr. Cameraman, keep up with the deer. Yeah. Never mind. That's stopped in Hobart Station now. Gosh. The other day I made a recording of a cuckoo in the dawn chorus. Well, I have heard him from time to time. In the daylight. What time is it now? It's actually just gone 8 now in the morning. And I can actually hear the cuckoo. I don't know if you can pick it up in here. On top of my other tape of the birds playing, but that's a genuine live cuckoo I'm recording now. I'll shut up for a minute, see if you can hear him. It's a bit on the faint side. I wonder if the little man sitting on his bench outside his house could hear him. He likes to sit there and watch trains. I was watching the Springboks program on TV this week, and they're featuring a cuckoo in that. Learning quite a lot about it, seeing it's been a bit of a local celebrity. Apparently they only ever spend 6 weeks in England. The rest of the time they spend in Africa. That little bird flies all the way to Africa and back. Across the Sahara Desert perhaps. Across the Mediterranean Sea. Amazing. Right, when we get to the other side of the station before the DMU leaves. Yeah, perhaps the driver's waiting to hear the cuckoo before he goes. I wonder if it's picking it up. I can certainly hear it faintly with my own ears. Let's see if we can ask the little birdies on my recording here to stop their singing for a moment. There he is, very faint. Right, cue the birdies. Well, there's a bit of live action too. I think we've got a bird's nest in this far corner of the roof. And that closer twittering, I think, is them birds coming or going from that nest. They're between the roof tiles and the felting. Now, can we see the couple sitting out in front of their bungalow? Let's try zooming in. Yeah, they're enjoying the, I was going to say evening sun, but of course it's would be morning sun, seeing it's, what is the time now? 8:15 in the morning, actually. Cows are in the field, waiting to be milked, I guess, although probably by this time then when they would have been milked. Yeah. Yeah, there's a farmer on his tractor. Just keep an eye on things in his field. If we're lucky, we might see a passenger train come by in a minute. We're just panning around, we're almost back to where we started. So that was a little look around at the scenery on the model railway. Ready to test out my new camcorder and fill in time until the new vaccine is available for installation.